Welcome back, everybody. David with Diecast Media Network. Another good episode of Diecast Reviews on deck. We're going to look at one of my favorite all-time cars, a Honda Prelude. This beauty from Hobby Japan 64. I stepped outside of my collection's comfort zone, and we've got an amazing tractor. No trailer, just a tractor from IXO America. Jeff and Clint and the gang over there making some amazing stuff. These are going to be available. Well, they're available now. I'll tell you where I got mine. And I finally got my hands on one of the first releases in the James Bond collection from Mini GT. We're going to look at this. Looks like a Japanese text issue from Thunderball. Really exciting line from Mini GT. Lots of different card art available on these, and we're going to look at this amazing Aston Martin. Want to put you on notice of a series that we have on Diecast Media Network called Destination Diecast. This is a show where we are trying to highlight the really cool diecast stores that help us build our collections. If you know a place that has a better than average or just diecast cool content. We're not talking about Targets or Walmarts or anything like that. Mainly like a special diecast store. And if you haven't seen it on Destination Diecast yet, and we've only got a few episodes, please let us know or let me know in the comments below. I'd like to reach out to you and see if we can get this store highlighted, the one that you like. And if we can't get to it, heck, we would love for you to be a contributor on Diecast Media Network by going out and getting us some footage, and we'll put it in an episode for you and highlight you as much as you care to be highlighted. So, other than that, enjoy the three cars that we've got ahead. Let's get to it. Couldn't have been many cars cooler, in my opinion, than the Honda Prelude. Late 80s, early 90s. This is a 1987 Honda Prelude. Showing this one from De Agostini first. We're going to compare it after we look at this new Hobby Japan, new to me, Hobby Japan release of the same vehicle. I'm not sure if it's the same year or not. Probably is. Right off the bat, as I look at the other one off camera to the side, I note this one here has a spoiler. Let's see if it has the year. Ooh, I don't see a year for the Prelude. Maybe here on the back. Yep, 1989, so a little bit younger than the other vehicle that we'll look at here in a second. Hobby Japan 64. You guys, if you've watched any of these episodes with me, is going to be one of the better brands in premium diecast models. Going to be true 1/64 scale, and really just amazing work all around on these models. So pardon me as I take it in while I'm talking. That is going to be why I am pausing, just kind of looking at it. Look at the light bar going all the way across on the back, just like it did back in the day. This was the car that the rich kids in high school had when I was coming up. You know, maybe we had a Civic, but the real ballers had the Prelude. Crazy speakers in the back as well. Look at the separate piece on the spoiler. You can almost hear the bass coming out of the back of this. All right, look at the defroster lines on the back. Drop a comment below your favorite bass songs that you were playing. We had a lot of Two Live Crew coming out of the speakers when I was riding around as a kid. All right, back to the car. Wheels look almost custom. These are wire spoke wheels, but I think these are pretty accurate. See if I can find a picture of those wheels online. I love that the mirrors are part of the casting. They do reflect. If you look at the glass in the mirror as I spin it, you can see a little bit of reflection. That rubber molding that went all the way around the side of the car, the door. Look, even have the mud flaps here on the back of the right front tire. These are going to be Japanese spec, so this is a right-hand drive with the moonroof or sunroof. Antenna here on the top of the roof. Nice. This is going to be a coupe. Is the other one a coupe? Yep, it is. Love it. Look at the detail on the tail lamps on that, and all of the logos and badging on the deck lid. That's why I love this brand. Coming around on the front, pop-up headlamps. Not going to be able to see those, obviously. Got a Honda badge on the hood and indicator lights right there. Let's put this guy, Hobby Japan, does it roll? This one does not roll very well at all. Can't even act like that one rolls. Let's compare it briefly here to the De Agostini version, which just one of my all-time favorite finds on the internet. They actually roll a little bit better. Okay, so now here is, we'll do a quick comparison. Not gonna spend a whole lot of time here. I like the wheels on the Hobby Japan better. The De Agostini has, it looks like chrome on the molding. I think it was all black in real life. Maybe not. Look at the rear. And that could be a difference in, the colors could be a difference in the model years. This one is an 87, this one's an 89. Just a comparison. That mirror almost looks a little... Okay, we're gonna put this one up. This is your Hobby Japan 1989 Honda Prelude. Okay, not only do I not know what I'm gonna talk about on this beast right here, I don't know trucks. I certainly don't know tractors like this. This is IXO America, guys. We have had them on the show. We interviewed them in Las Vegas at the Diecast SuperCon. They are a new brand. They are gonna be bringing classic American stuff in true scale, some overlooked castings. This is a GMC General 1980. This is stuff that they were doing in the past through IXO model cars, as I understand it. They didn't do a whole lot of 164 stuff up until this new brand rolled out. So this was kind of, I think, some of their earlier stuff, and then they started to focus on American stuff. IXO is based out of Europe. Cars are made in Bangladesh, which, fun fact, according to their website, look here, right here, because they're made in Bangladesh, they are still pretty much the same price they always were, unaffected by tariffs. Just a little sidebar. Okay, so let's get this guy out. We'll see if we can figure out how to not sound like a complete moron when we review a 18-wheeler tractor here. It's gorgeous. This thing, it's not proportionate price-wise to the size of the vehicle and how much bigger it is. I got this at the Lane Motor Museum in Nashville for, look at that price, 29 bucks. An amazing example of a vehicle. I might only get one in my entire collection, but this is another vehicle that looked too good to pass up for the price. Look at all the detail you get, all the wheels, all the tires. Look at the detail work, the rivets on the body panels. Hope any of you guys that are truckers delivering goods and services to everybody at prices that we can afford will appreciate seeing this guy on the channel, because number one, I may not get another one. Number two, you should feel appreciated. This is a GMC. Got a really cool hood ornament. Look at all the chrome you get. These things must be a nightmare in terms of the price per unit with all the metal to make. I'm talking about the model here. Look at the cab, fuel tank, underneath the door. Love the detail on the hubcap. Paintwork is spot on. That is just a black paint square. It's not a window. Here's the rear. Painted details for the tail lamp. If you're riding bobtail, these right here. License plate looks good. Love the mounting. It's on plastic here. Beautiful, beautiful truck. So the second challenge, other than not knowing any of the parts or anything like that, is how do we get this on the turntable to watch it spin around? I'll figure that out, and then we'll get back to cars and Mr. Bond's Aston Martin. Okay, grab your martinis. Let's look at the DB5 from Mini GT, part of their long-awaited James Bond vehicle collection. Don't see it. Pictures of the other ones here. I'm going to try and find a picture of the other collection so that you can anticipate all the other good stuff coming out like I have. This would have been my favorite one to get anyway, so it's pretty perfect that this was the first one. And a lot of people talk about how cool the card art is with the Japanese script on it. That's cool to me. I'm going to open it and display it, not saving these things as collector's pieces, really. Here for the cars, and not that it doesn't matter if that's what you do. I'm just explaining why I ripped open this really beautiful package. All right, let's get some light on this guy and take a look at the DB5. Got mirrors on the fenders. Got a nice grille with black paint behind it to give it some depth. Spoke wheels. Solid piece of plastic with a suggestion of spokes and a little bit of knockoff detail on the center cap. Do we get lens headlamps? Yes, we do. Nice grille, black behind it as well. Love the plate. Accurate to the movie. Right-hand drive, yep, of course. Nice metal flake paint. Right-hand drive, so Mr. Bond will be on the right. The unfortunate passenger with this ejector seat is on the left. Looking at the back here, you know, for one of my favorite vehicles, I don't have another example of this in true 1/64 scale. Haven't found one yet. Maybe Kyosho did one and I just haven't gotten it. This is Mini GT's version. Metal base, exhaust right there, an absolute banger from Mini GT. Well done to Glenn and everybody over at Mini GT. Love the James Bond DB5. And that will conclude this episode of Diecast Reviews, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Look forward to talking to you on the next episode.